Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con. This is your weekly video where we take a look at the comics coming out every week. And today we're going to look at the comics coming out next Wednesday, May 1st. It's 2019 and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles turned 35 and Batman turns 80. So to celebrate, they're doing their third crossover comic to conclude the crossover trilogy. The first one was good, and they have a joint cartoon coming out soon. So here's a comic that concludes the story, and now that Krag has a hold of the most dangerous technology of the DC universe, how will Batman and the Turtles save reality? This kicks off the year of the villains. Evil is winning thanks to Lex and the Legion of Doom. Leviathan is rising, and the Batman Who Laughs continues his plans in secret. A mysterious technovirus has been released on Earth, infecting 600 million people and turning them basically into zombies. This is a collection of Avengers number 16, introducing Cap's Kooky Quartet, Avengers 57, first appearance of Vision, and Avengers 264, first appearance of Yellow Jacket. Now that Conan has been introduced into the Marvel Universe in No Road Home, here he is with some of Marvel's most savage characters. And, with any crossover, good guys fight first, so this is your chance to see Conan vs. Wolverine. This takes place right after A New Hope and follows Han after he receives his reward and prepares to return to his life as a scoundrel, instead of joining the rebellion. Also, this will be the first appearance of a new character, Echo. Punisher, She-Hulk, Blade, and Ghost Rider follow the All-Mother to Malekith's home realm in hopes of destroying the Black Bifrost. This will stop Malekith and his forces from traveling between realms. Deep underground among the floating islands of Altera, a mystical Gogor sleeps, but trouble brews above ground as soldiers of the Dumas impose their will across the land. Now, a young soldier named Armano must awaken Gogor and begin his quest to protect the culture of Altera. When young tech entrepreneur Verica Curry buys the old Whaley house, the kids in the town are worried that the ghost who haunt it will get her. But when they discover Verica's horrible secret, it will turn their world upside down. Batman and Flashpoint Batman team up as they dig into the mysteries of how Thomas Wayne survived. This story will lead into the next Batman event. The Justice League has been banished to the prison planet of the villains by the World Forger, all but Superman, who has his troubles of his own. Gemworld rips in half as the Young Justice battle Dark Opal. All this while Jenny Hex's secrets are revealed. This is the final issue in the Teen Titans Deathstroke crossover. Has Deathstroke made enough of an impact on Damian to get him to abandon his morals to save his friends? Rex Luthor is ready to take on the Super Sons. He's got a new army of supervillains at his side, and if he wins, Earth is his next stop. After sacrificing himself to save the entire universe, Hal Jordan is now trapped inside his own power ring, and there he discovers an entire universe lies inside it. Harley travels to Gotham City to blow off some steam with her friend Catwoman in the best way she knows how. Game night. But of course the game is cursed, and they've inadvertently turned Gotham City into something straight out of a fantasy RPG. When a meatball making contest sponsored by the local Jump City joint, first prize being Heroes for Life, provokes an intense Beast Boy Cyborg rivalry that spells certain disaster for our meatball heroes and the poor restaurant. But wait, isn't Beast Boy vegetarian? This issue is best described by a poem. It seeks him here, it seeks him there. The nightmare seeks him everywhere. Is he in Frere or among damned screams? The doomed, elusive Lord of Dreams. The Earth, or Midgard, is terraformed into new kingdoms under Malekith. The Avengers' last hope lies in a series of suicide missions across the realms, starting with the rescue of Thor. Due to the chaos across Earth, the champions get one of their old team members to rejoin to help with them with the War of Realms. Cyclops reunites with the champions, all grown up. Cosmic Ghost Rider becomes an X-Men, whether Charles Xavier likes it or not. But wait, there's more. How about we give him some of that Phoenix Force? Now who can stand up to him? The brutal, bloody final battle between Deadpool and Good Knight. Even if Deadpool survives, will this blood ever come off his hands? This is a vulture-centered tie-in to the Hunted story. Making a dent in the criminal underworld has painted a target on Spider-Woman's back, and with her secret identity revealed, Gwen Stacy will find the people she cares about the most in the crosshairs. With Begalia in chaos and Zemo's back against the wall, Frank has never been in more danger. Has Frank's war on crime bitten off more than he can chew? The Skrull family is exposed and divided on what to do next. Is the mysterious man in the hat there to help or exterminate them? The X-Men lose one of their own. While Logan was lost in the Marvel Universe, the Wastelands fell even further into Armageddon. Behold, the creation of Constellation. What does it do? We'll find out soon enough. With the X existence threatened, Major X has no choice but to leap through time to save him. One of the inmates holds the key to unlocking their true reality. Is it Beast? And who is really pulling the strings within the prison wall? The adventure continues as Peter Parker and Kamala Khan have switched bodies. Her planet under threat, a heroic princess battles to save it. Not Leia, it's Queen Trios of Shu-Turan, ally to Darth Vader and the Empire. Princess Leia's plan begins to unfold, but some members of her strike team have schemes of their own. Will Leia realize just what she set in motion? A facsimile edition of Star Wars number 50. This is the comic series that came out right before the movie. Words are spoken, alliances are broken. All the trouble that's been brewing in the Commonwealth finally comes to a head. This is the last stand. This is part 3 of the final arc. Experience 4 timelines simultaneously in this tour de force issue. Disgraced former police chief Brian Giles will do anything for love. Amala lost her family in her search for answers. Bryce lost his soul in his quest for revenge. Now outside the walls of the universe, far beyond all that we understand, they come face to face for the last time. A confrontation unfolds between corrupt solar tycoons and the last albino immune to sunlight. With Donatello offline and Deadwatch still on the loose, it's up to Leo and Mikey to catch the infamous killer, while Raphael, back home in New York, takes on the mob to get Casey's daughter back. The Zamaranian Empire musters a fleet of war chariots to rush arms and provisions to the front line. Raikkonia would be lost were it not led by Sonya the Red, who knows it's not enough to know one's own strength, but to understand the strength and weakness of one's opponents. Steve Austin gets hit by lightning. That'd kill anyone else, but for Steve, it's just what he needed to recharge. Meet Angel, a vampire cursed with a soul who has spent centuries protecting humanity from the monsters that lurk in the dark, including himself. No badges, no backup, no rules. Lucy Castro, now armed to the teeth, is fighting a one-woman war against the T-800. With the occupation of New Caprica taking a deadly turn, the stage is set for Twilight Command's mission: infiltrate the Cylon factory and level it to the ground. That's if they're up to the challenge. Rocco and Spunky must brave the zombified landscape of O-Town to make it to Filbert's house, who has taken up quite a few survivalist habits. Elvira's temporal adventures land her in hot water, so hot it may be her last. Her new nemesis sends her to the worst place in the universe. Passion turns to hatred as Toots T and Jake Sully go blade to blade, but forces beyond their control have a different fate in store for them. Susan, Esther, and Daisy are called upon to defend McGraw's sporty honor, taking up bats of his fallen mates and donning the cricket white. Barbarella and Deja Thoris make their way across the vast, endless waters of the mysterious water planet they find themselves marooned on. But after encountering all manner of never-before-seen creatures, they find there is not one but 2 dominant species here, and they're at war. Thelma and Kensho are struggling on their chosen paths. Divided from their respective allies by betrayal and loss, both heroes must put their trust in the power of Dora and Mithra, which work to bring Kensho and Thelma together for a much-needed reunion. The Black Hammer Squadron continue on their perilous mission to save acclaimed scientist Hermann Greenbaum and his family from the Nazis. However, with a battle between Nazavoria's Soviet mechs and the fabled ghost hunter raging above the Greenbaum's heads, time may be running out. In the thrilling finale, Kathy Satori comes face to face with the man who murdered her 50 years ago, discovering that Hugh Langsey is just a pawn in the hands of a dark entity that's determined to erase her from existence. Will Kathy ultimately learn the reason for her mysterious rebirth, or will she be destined to die again? During a routine cleanup mission of the city slums, Vanessa and Monty are suddenly targeted by a group of human mercenaries serving one of the infernal archdukes. They accidentally stumble upon a new power. As his pace of murder accelerates, twice in one night, the increasingly unhinged Dr. Gull leaves an ominous message. There you have it, a look at the comics coming out next week. Subscribe to be notified next week when another video comes out, taking a look at the comics coming out the following week. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. As always, please let me know what comics you're looking forward to in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Brian out.